Hi everyone, welcome to yet another interesting edition of Tea Time, where we bring you all things entertainment. I'm Tokumbo Taiwo and I'm here with the regulars, Ife Omai and Ife Oshunkeye. Hi guys.
How's it going?
So, what's new? Anything interesting? Do we have anything new today or not really? Should we just go straight into what we've got in store?
Yeah, I
on the
want to see what
program?
we've got in store.
We do have a studio guest, don't we? So that's really quite exciting. All right, I think it's time to introduce our guest. She's a high-profile actress and singer. She's been here on the program to have tea with us in the past and blew us away with her heavenly and angelic voice. The last time she was here, she had 1.3 million followers on Instagram. Today, those followers have increased to 1.5 million followers. She's here to talk about her latest music project titled Mosorire. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's make welcome the ever-dazzling Dayo Amusa. It's good to have you on the program.
Hi, Tokumbo.
Hi.
Welcome. How you doing?
Hi.
Thank you.
And you're looking all golden.
Exactly, all this gold. You've gone all okay.
Wait. I'm saying something.
You're supposed
Do
to shake
this.
off some dust.
Your left hand, just do like this. No. The left.
The left. It's blinding.
This is my left.
This is your left. Just do like
What
this.
does it
small.
look like?
No,
It
like
look
that.
Okay. So where do we start? Do you want to start?
Okay, so let's start with Mosorire because that's like a classic title of a song because everybody knows Polike Dairo's Mosorire.
Hello, Jamie.
So for you to go with that title, there's something spectacular happened in your life that made you be like, I have to be so grateful to God and I have to go into the studio to make a song to show my appreciation.
Well, you're right. And I would also agree with the fact that you said Mosorire is kind of very, very big. I see it as a big, how do I put it? Anyway, it's actually a way of expressing myself, thanking God for everything, what I've been through, where I'm coming from, where I am, and then hopefully where God is taking me. So it's just a way of appreciation.
Okay, so for anyone that is watching that doesn't know what you've actually been through, can you give us just a snippet? Let's know where, because I know at one point in time, maybe it's not something you want to talk about, but I know at one point in time, you actually sold second-hand clothes, so that might give people inspiration, or you might have gone through some other things that people are not even aware. So take us through, just in a short bit, what you went through that makes you so appreciative that you had to sing Mosorire.
Okay, based on that note, truthfully, I tell upcoming artists, I tell young youth out there that, fine, Rome wasn't built in a day, and then you have to be hardworking, you have to be consistent in whatever you so believe in.
Sure.
Yeah, way back while I was in school, then I've done a whole lot of, oh God.
Hustle.
Yours is real. I tell you.
And it never
Fine,
ends.
these days people get to see us on social media wearing trendy clothes, looking good. I'm like, oh, I want to be like this person. I want to be like Labaja. I want to be like Tamedu. My question is, are you ready to go through what Labaja went through? Are you ready to go through what Tamedu has actually gone through? Growing up, I came from a very comfortable family, actually, but then I'm this one stubborn girl that so much believe in herself. I really don't think that I have to relax and, look back at what is there back home. So while I was in school, truthfully, I gone out those days when I would, go to Tegisho Market on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. For those that know, that is when they open those bills. We call them bill then. You have to go and pick first grades. I take them home, wash those perfume. It has one particular smell. Have to wash, iron, pack, and then take to school in Mapoli to sell to my colleagues and all. Then I feel like, yes, I'm kind of the richest girl in my dorm because I'm always having
Extra cash
to kind of, get things and buy stuff. I tell you, yours are real.
Yeah. So how would you say this also has actually affected your career? Because you started at a very early stage as a very ambitious person. How would you say your ambition has gotten you to where you are, both in the Nollywood industry and in your music field?
Well, it has really helped me a lot, to be truthful, because I appreciate life more. I appreciate every penny that comes to my pocket because I work really hard to get them. You know, fine, you might have one or two people that might, you know, stand up to say, oh, I assist you with this or I assist you with that, but I can tell you that I'm self-made. And I worked really, really hard.
And that's the true definition of a boss, so you're a boss.
You mentioned that you are from a comfortable family. Sounds very involved as well. Would you say they were supportive of your choices to go into the music industry? Because I know African parents, when you hear artist and singer, it's like, nah. So was your case different, or did you have a lot of backlash?
No, it wasn't like they actually gave me the room to do what I have to do. My mom was even like, no, like entertainment. Nah, I actually studied science.
Wow.
Funny enough, yes. Yeah, I studied food science and technology.
Wow.
You know, but I knew
Okay,
it
so
was
you're
a
going
good
to
cause.
invite us for dinner or lunch then?
Point of correction, it's not all about cooking.
Food
Food technology has to do with food processing, food packaging, preservation, and all that.
Yeah, the food and
They will just do food that big, but
forget the science and technology part.
you know, so I was just like, Mom, you know what, this is what I want to do. She wouldn't allow me until my uncle came home, you know, one of those street back home then, and it was like, just leave this girl. Let her do what she had to do, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, but now, she can always
She's
say,
so proud.
that's my girl.
Yeah.
That's my
That's my girl, that's my daughter.
But I mean, they have worries for saying that. I mean, I know that the industry is it's a very tricky place, especially for women. What would you say has been your struggle being a woman, getting into that industry and breaking through? What would you say, like, main problems or challenges that you faced?
At the early years of my career, I think the challenge that I faced then was based on the fact that I'm always, you know, dressing like a tomboy. And then producers don't really see me like, oh, maybe she could interpret that role or she could do this and all that. So getting them to believe in me at some point was a very big challenge for me.
Yeah.
Until, of course, I produced my very first movie, which actually has nothing to do with my kind of frame as at then. And then gradually, I was being given my space.
You may have developed a thick skin towards trolls on social media, but obviously your mom probably sees some of those trolls and she's concerned. How do you handle it when she gets when she sees negative things being posted about her daughter? How does she
We
react?
get to discuss this a whole lot of time when she will be like, especially probably maybe when a fan kind of say something on social media and I'm like, hey, I'm not one of those that you just, you know, I would rather tell you that my mom will be like, hey, Obama, you don't have to respond. Now, my mom, it doesn't work that way sometimes. Most times you ignore, but sometimes you need to call them to order.
Yes.
The fact that you are a public figure, like I used to tell people that if you don't think of me as a public figure before you throw, you know, some certain, or you say trash about me, I won't think of you as a fan before I, you know, kind of reply you the way I feel, because I'm human and I've got blood flowing in my veins.
So you have
respect
every right
that
to react.
Right. So let's get back to Mosorire. How's the acceptance been so far? And you work with Perception Film Works, right?
Yes. You know what? Before we even delve deep into it, why don't we get a taste of Mosorire? Just a short, you know, because I know your voice. I've already told everyone you've got that heavenly voice. So just a quick short.
Before we play the actual,
yes,
let's do the a cappella version.
Simpaji Laura, Makule Madori Mimuo, Kele Dagbote mi, Mosorire, Simpaji Laura, Makule Madori Mimu, Kele Dagbote mi, yeah, Mosorire.
Wow, well done. Okay, you know what? I think we should actually show everyone that video and then we can talk about it some more. So let's take a look at a quick clip regarding the video of Mosorire. Yes, let's take a quick look at the video. Let's see if that comes up very quickly. Yes.
Don't get it twisted, it's Puffy on the beat.
Simpaji Laura, Makule Madori Mimu,
Okay, so that was the music video, the official music video of
Are you not still
Mosorire.
dancing?
I'm still dancing,
come on,
yes,
man.
in
We're
fact.
all still dancing, bro. How can you break
good
our
heavens.
vibe like that?
All right, so to Mosorire itself, I think you had a question beforehand.
Yeah, you
yes.
work with Perception Film Works, and it was your own, what's it called, Amzador, that handled most of it as well. And then you work with makeup artist as well, that did
Sky Beauty.
Yeah, Sky Beauty,
Exactly.
and not just makeup, your outfit as well. And you had this whole African culture thing going on. In as much as some shots, it looked like you were in Miami. So can you tell us how you guys came up with the locations, and then how it was working with Perception, now the challenges you guys face coming up with this beautiful project?
Well, we really didn't actually face any challenges, basically, because you know, just like the song itself, it's just a way of expressing yourself and then appreciating God. So it was more like everybody has one thing or the other to be thankful for, and then we're just catching fun on set. Okay, I called on Perception, and I'm like, okay, fine, I have this beautiful single that I want us to work on. And then it was like, okay, send it to me, listen to the song, and came up with an idea and concept, and then boom, we had it all.
Okay.
And that was gold. That was how you struck gold.
Were you very involved in like choosing what scenes you wanted, what outfits, hair color? Because I know there was a lot of bright colors in there, a lot of
Yes.
changing of
Well,
wigs
he
and
came up with the
personalities.
idea and the concept of the song and all. I did a whole lot of stuff as regards the costuming, locations.
Because I was
makeup
going to
artist
ask
and
that,
all.
was it Dave Shape that put in all that African vibe in it? Because you were
No, he
looking
came
like,
up with, it was like, okay, can we have this look? Is it possible for us to have this look? I'm like, bro, whatever you want, we will get. That was it.
Oh, it was really, really beautiful. And then, you know, the scenery, the setting, you know, everything was like rich. There was a touch of class.
Yeah.
It was a teamwork.
no, but what do you
and,
expect? From
And I mean,
that?
I also noticed that in the video, I mean, although you were saying you were grateful and there was a lot of nice material things looking inviting, there's also your personal side of it, like the people that mean something to you, your family. I think I saw your mom even doing some dancing
Exactly.
in there.
And
that
then
was
your
really
friends in the Nollywood
I was
industry.
gonna
I
ask
had
about
old
cameo.
pictures.
Yes,
of,
obviously.
so that was a
where-
really good.
While growing up in the industry, pictures way back 15, 12 years ago and all.
So Mosorire covers everything from what God has given you materially and what
Exactly.
God has given you in people and
Like I
stuff.
said, where I've been coming from, where I am, and hopefully where
Where
I'm
you're
going.
going.
So I'm just being thankful for everything.
How about the support from industry colleagues? Have they reposted? You know, we have
Wow.
that issue all the time.
Ah, well, I guess the song itself has a way of pinching people individually, because a whole lot of my colleagues out there really supported me, even without me requesting.
Okay.
You know, yes, I
Okay.
had a whole, like, there was a time I did a post, and I'm like, okay, fine, you know, if you have your own way of expressing. I had over 1,500 reposts
Wow, that's good.
Wow.
of
Okay.
Mosorire.
Okay, off the back of that,
I'm one of them.
off the back of that, did you by any chance, because you know, life can be very funny sometimes, you know, in as much as you have a lot of people supporting you, there'll be the odd one or two who are not so pleased. But in terms of the people that you showed, you know, we know some of them are popular and then they were your close friends in the industry, but was there one or two who said, why wasn't I involved in any way, shape
I
or
had
form?
a whole lot of calls.
Okay, because I knew it, because
No, when I first dropped the single, some of my colleagues actually danced to it, you know, on their platform, and then I had to repost. So while we were trying to put the video together, I'm like, oh, why can't we have, you know, my colleagues doing the Mosorire thing? So I had to go and extract all those videos from their pages, and then some of my colleagues were like, and so you can't. When it wasn't like I actually, you know,
it deliberately.
it was just what the content I had, and I felt,
Yeah.
you know, but then. I thank every one of them for the support.
Time is of the essence to you, considering the fact that you have to be on set, production, all of that. So how long did it take you to shoot this video and get it ready, and also manage your time in being on set, shooting movies and all of that?
The pre-production took us like a week, trying to get the locations and every other thing in place. But the video itself, we shot around, let's say, less than 48 hours.
Oh, wow.
wow, that's
Amazing.
good.
How many locations?
3 locations,
All in Lagos.
all in Lagos.
Amazing.
And can you like take, I don't know what to call this, you know, maybe it's an idea, maybe it's some kind of constructive criticism.
Okay.
Are you okay with that? Do you
Yes, I love people criticizing what I do because for me, it makes me, do better. Like I used to say that you're as good as your last job. So when I get something out, I want to, in as much as people appreciate the content I'm putting out, I still like the fact that someone comes up and tell me, Dayo, but why can't you do that? And I'm like, okay, why do you think I should do it this way?
This way.
Then I get to learn one or two things. I just don't throw it away.
Okay, so I want to give in my input, if that's okay.
Please.
Okay, because I think when you sing like on set and when you sing personally, your voice it really resonates and very rich. But I feel the beat and everything drowns it when you've got a video or even when you have the audio. So maybe I'm thinking for next time, if there could be just a little part where you actually sing without the beat, maybe
Basically,
the intro.
Basically, is saying that he's obsessed with your voice. He wants to hear just your voice.
Just my
You can
voice.
walk
At a
to his house
particular
in the morning
period.
and
No,
just be singing it.
But do you not think
for that, I promise you I'm going to do a pure a cappella without
Exclusive. Wait to go.
Should we be expecting a Dayo Amusa concert anytime soon? When it's just Dayo headlining a concert and we're buying ticket 1 million naira table. We're not young boys. Buy the tables. Tell us, should we be expecting that?
Hopefully, I am really, really working on something that's related to that. Yes.
Hope before the end of the year. 'Cause I want to
Hopefully, whatever is worth doing at all is worth doing well.
Yeah.
True.
So I want to ask you, what do you struggle with finding the balance between your acting and your singing and all of that stuff? Because it's, being involved in the music industry is already hands full, and then the acting as well. So how do you balance that?
Well, as an entertainer, I believe one should have structure in anything you're doing. So I try to give my time to any project I have at a particular time. If I'm doing movie, it is movie. And then when I feel okay, I'm working on this music or I'm working on this musical video, this is what I'm working on at this moment. So I think and working with the right set of people actually it helps me, and then it makes things more easier for me. So I guess we have a very good structure.
Okay. All right, before we ask our next question, let's quickly go on a break. When we come back, it'll be time to continue our fascinating conversation with actress and singer Dayo Amusa. Keep it here. You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can't live here.
My real names are Akbofiofobo, Akborobomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you are my younger brother. Age is nothing but a number. Well, I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women. And I also believe that a man is the head of the house. So we need to draw our limits somewhere.
It feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Welcome back. Tea Time here on Plus TV Africa, where the big stories live. If you're just joining us, we're talking to actress and singer Dayo Amusa. Okay, so who wants to ask the next question? Funny enough, I actually had a lot of questions before the break, and then all of a sudden everything has just like...
My personal question would be your private life. I mean, researching you as a guest on our show, I noticed that you're very good with hiding your private life. It's hard to find much on that.
Did I hear you say hiding?
Oh, keeping it private.
Keeping it private.
So we want to know more. I mean, there's a few rings on the finger. We just want to know what's happening with that.
Yeah, we should. And the guys should be hiding the left hand.
Like
Don't do it, guys.
All through the show. Please talk like this. Let us see.
I'm talking like I'm talking.
I think you should show your hand to the camera. Let it, like that. No, this way.
You see? Okay,
So is there a special someone that you're also shoriraing for?
Ooh,
Everything
okay.
about my life is Mosorire. My career, Mosorire. Marital status, Mosorire. Work, Mosorire. Like everything. So,
Okay. So about your marital status then, tell us about that.
Why
Is
don't we
that-
let it? You have to spill some tea.
Yes, you have to spill some
I said it
tea.
already. Okay, fine, I'm engaged.
It's a celebration.
We said, come on.
She's spilled tea. Good heavens.
Okay.
Okay, now, like we said, we established that, you know, you're, well, you like to keep things private.
Sorry. Someone just wrote me
A message.
sorry, it's too late, brother. You can't get a number anymore.
Okay, now I know that you don't want to talk too much about him, you know, but at least give us just one or two things. What does he do for a living? And, you know, or just one or two things. Maybe
Is he in the industry?
Is he in the
Give us
industry
a-
or is he out of the
Well,
industry?
just like you already said that I like keeping some stuff private. I'm a public figure, and I believe that you should have some privacy.
Yeah.
You know,
Keep
so
some
as
things
to
for yourself.
Exactly.
I respect
So
that.
I guess that part of my life, I still want to keep it private.
So during
You see,
your
no, sorry,
when you
if I'm not letting go because you see,
Hey,
sorry, we're having to.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, you see, the reason why I ask, I respect your privacy and your decision to keep things
Okay.
private. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's still going to be public anyway, regardless. I'm
which is
asking. Yeah.
what I was going to ask. Your
Okay, so let
marriage,
if
What gives you
your
that
wedding.
impression?
You know, she
Okay.
can hide it. She
Wedding.
can
I
keep
might
it
choose not
private.
to
Yeah.
put it out there.
So
I
it
might
might just be a
want
private
to.
court
But people
wedding
in
and
the
then it's all
industry
done.
would definitely spread the word, and we would
You didn't
definitely
even put them
want
in your
on-
music video. They're complaining.
Exactly. I
Right
mean,
there.
know how? There's no way one of the three of us will not hear that you've gotten married.
Anyway, maybe when we get to that junction, then
Junction.
we'll be able to
Okay,
process.
so
Yeah.
for now, we're keeping things private until it becomes public. Yes?
Exactly.
On that
Okay.
note, I think she should just sing us out privately.
Yes, unless if you don't have any other...
I was even going to say because I
It's very worried
Yeah,
now.
because I know that for someone that wants to keep their life private and for
public figure.
and that's a public figure, it can be a bit
Tricky to balance
a
the
bit
two.
tricky to balance. How do you decipher which information you want to give out and which one do you want to keep?
Because I own my platform, and I want to believe that, fine. I know a lot of people kind of like me, and then they kind of wish me so many positive things, and so when they feel okay at this junction, we should be able to get this information and all that. Fine. It's just a oh my God.
Oh, she's put you on the spot.
But seriously, trust me, I'm just a kind of, like I said, I just like keeping my stuff private, you know. And when I'm ready to put it out, I try to put it out in a way that, of course, it's not being offensive to anybody.
Yeah. Has there ever backlash, like you put out something that's private and people don't take it the way you wanted to give it out? Do you ever like regret giving us some information?
I'm not someone that kind of regrets whatever I put out there because, like I said, it's my platform. And then for me to choose to put this out, I must have thought about it, you know, way in and out, and be like, and definitely whatever you put out there, you get to see some people who would accept it, and then some will be like, what's she doing? But for me, for anything I put out there, I really, though I pay attention to some comments and I kind of observe how people react to it. I only do that because I really want to be like, okay, fine, what have I done wrong that I need to do right next time? Not because I'm concerned about their opinion.
Yeah.
They can't live my life.
Okay,
for me.
on the back of that, do you actually discuss with your close ones before you actually post? Especially when you think it might have some kind of critical, or where you think people might be slightly critical. Because one of the things you said earlier was that, you know, you spoke to your mom and then she was like, oh, you should not have responded that way. So I'm thinking maybe you have one-on-one conversations with her where you discuss it with her before you actually post it. Is that the case or not?
No,
necessarily?
that's not the case. Sometimes we might have reasons to, you know, talk about something. Maybe based on our conversation, might actually prompted my post.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But I'm just the kind of person that so much believe in what I believe in, and I don't crucify people for their opinion. So I like people respecting my own opinion
And
as
since
well.
you said you're the one running your platform, do you struggle with like trying to find the balance with, you know, not being too much on social media and all of that stuff? Do you struggle with that?
Well, for me, I'm not a daily person on social media. Sometimes I might go all out, having 10 posts in a day, and then sometimes 2-3 days I don't get to post anything. It just depends on my mood.
It would be a shame if we talk about two things. Now, Dayo Amusa has remained radiant and very beautiful all through this year. Can you give us like 3 of your beauty tips? And number 2, there's a Nollywood actress that's been granting media interviews talking about actresses sharing the same man, doing this, producers pirating their own CDs. I'm not mentioning any name, I'm just saying, what's your take on all of that? And your beauty tips first, then your take on the actress that's been going around with the media rounds.
Oh, okay, for my beauty tips, I really don't have a beauty routine, actually.
Peace.
Seriously, I don't, truthfully. I'm just, I know that, okay, before I go to sleep, I like to sleep fresh. You know, waking up fresh as well. So
I woke up like this.
So peace of mind is your beauty tips. Peace of mind, Mosorire.
you know, I try to, you know, shove all those stress and, like, I don't want something that would, you know.
So back to the actress that's been making media rounds, talking down on her husband, saying actresses share the same men and that producers are actually the ones. I'm saying this because you're a producer, you have your own production company. So do you think it's possible for a producer to actually go all out to pirate their own works?
Well, I think I wouldn't rule out the fact that it is possible for us to have some producers and directors and marketers working hand in hand with all these pirators. I can't rule that out, you know. But then I am not one of those that does that. I believe in authentic work. I believe in what you know, I believe in what you kind of put out there for people to see. So, but truthfully, you cannot rule out the fact that we have some type producers and marketers working hand in hand with that.
What about sharing the same thing?
Shame men.
Men.
Sharing men? You mean celebrities sharing men?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like
female
reshuffling the celebrities.
Like, you did this
same
one for
man
6
goes
months.
As far as I am concerned, I haven't shared any guy. I mean, I haven't shared any of my colleagues' men. Therefore, for those that find themselves in that category, I'm sure they must have their reasons.
Okay, all right, that's where we're going to wrap up. We're out of time. So that's where we're wrapping up tea time on this episode. Join us later for a brand new episode of the program. Until then, a big thank you to my co-anchors, Ife Omai, Ife Oshunkeye, the all-inclusive production team, our group of stylists, Cuties Empire and Liz Harrison, and of course, our studio guest, yes, superb singer and Nollywood actress Dayo Amusa. I'm Tokumbo Taiwo saying thanks for watching, and today my goodbye is in Italian. Arrivederci. But before I go, yes, our guest is going to sing us out of the program. Over to you, Dayo Amusa.
I believe in power of love. I believe in power of love.